The Gateway Arch looming over downtown St. Louis. One of baseball's best rivalries, the Cubs challenge the Cardinals. Next. MLB The Show is at the Gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. They'll have to match up against one of the very best around these past few seasons, the hard-throwing right-hander Adam Wainwright. Emilio Bonifacio will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And that's taken as well, and it's 0-2 to begin the afternoon here.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. So the Cubs have the leadoff man on base, but before we get any further, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Ryan Sweeney will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Starlin Castro will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. In the dirt that time, but a good block there by Molina to keep it close. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And this is a strike three call. Whoa, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Anthony Rizzo will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
0-1.
2 out with the man at first. Here's a ground ball to first. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A good first inning of work for Adam Wainwright. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. They'll match up against a former wide receiver turned reliever turned starter, the hard-throwing right-hander Jeff Samardzija. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. John Jay will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Cardinals, center fielder, John Jay.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Up high, 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. And this pitch is hit hard as it'll fall into right field for their first hit of the ball game. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Matt Carpenter will dig in. Last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman.
Come on, Cardinals, let's go.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
There goes Jay. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. The tag by Castro, and he's out at second base.
Definitely a hit and run right there, and he's hoping to find the hole that's vacated by the shortstop covering the base. But once he fails to make contact, it's an easy out down there at second.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Michael Lee will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And the slider here is laced into right field for a base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Matt Adams will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out.
Well, that's no surprise to anybody that he's running right here on the first pitch. And these guys defensively, well, they know it too. But that just shows you the kind of speed he has out there, because even with the pitch out, he's still able to steal that base.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You got to keep this guy from getting extended.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Blake has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Cards leave 1. We've played an inning. No score. Nate Scherholz leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Right fielder, Nate Scherholz.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now a hard liner, but foul. Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Oh, boy, that is a very tough, very dangerous play down there at third. He's got to keep focused on the baseball somehow, but he's also got the business end of that broken bat headed right at him. So that's a nice job to sidestep the danger and then get the out at first.
Donnie Murphy will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Let's go, Cardinals.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul. 2-1. Line hard. But this is a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Wellington Castillo will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
The 2-0. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that'll get into the right field bullpen. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And I tell you, what's impressive about this swing, in this weather, when it's this cold, you really got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty darn impressive right there.
Junior Lake will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And this is swung on and hit to Ellis at second base. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Matt Holliday will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April.
Holiday.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Holliday last year, another typical Matt Holliday season. An even 300 average, 22 home runs and 94 driven in. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Under it is Rizzo. One away.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. You know, when he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. You know, he had no chance of that working out well for him.
Yadier Molina will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. One out, nobody on.
Here we go.
Swing and a ball hit hard to third. And into left field for a one-out hit. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
You think of all the foul tips, bumps, and bruises that a catcher takes over the course of a season. For him to put up offensive numbers on top of that, especially now that he's been doing it for a few years, wow.
Johnny Peralta will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. First pitch coming, and there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Here's a ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Scherholz retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Jeff Samardzija will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Wainwright ready, the 1-1. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit.
Boy, and just when you think you're all set up with the pitcher leading off an inning, this happens. Just goes to show you, you take anyone for granted up there, they can come back and hurt you.
Emilio Bonifacio will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And this is low, but Molina's able to prevent it from getting away. He'll go behind the runner to first, but to no avail. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And this is grounded toward Ellis, could be two. Peralta for one. On to first, a double play.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Ryan Sweeney will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Mark Ellis will make his way in now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's game.
Mark Ellis.
8-9-1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And the leadoff man retired now in the Cardinal third.
Batting ninth, catcher, Adam Wainwright.
Adam Wainwright will dig in here. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
2-1. Fouled back. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Pretty good late break to this 2-2 pitch, and we'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
John Jay will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
St. Louis, yeah, woo! All right, St. Louis. Here we go.
And that misses, ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I'd just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
One 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
Come on, St. Louis. Come on, Cardinals. That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging a ground ball to first. And this stays down on him, and it's right by him at first.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, just goes right through him.
Matt Carpenter will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro lead things off when we return. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Starlin Castro gets ready to start out the Cubs half of the inning.
Throw it by it.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
That was a strikeout. Come on.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And this will be fouled away. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2.
Let's go, Adam.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Well, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. One run on 3 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
The right fielder, number 19.
Nate Scherholz will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's the first pitch. And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1. Well, for Rizzo, the double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Strike him out.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And Molina will stay with this one for route number 2. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top 2 speeds thus far. Donnie Murphy will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
Come on, hold it down.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And that's through, a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
That's all about picking up your teammate there. The guy before him pops up and can't get the run home, so he's up there saying, hey, don't worry, I got it. He knocks in the 2-out RBI.
Wellington Castillo will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Two runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Michael Lee will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Grounded foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Matt Adams will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Here's Castro for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Boy, and this is just a gift right here. I mean, when you've got the pitcher out there and he can't find the strike zone with a map, why are you going to help him? You don't go up there and swing at the first pitch. And if you do, you better not bounce into a double play. That is bad baseball right there.
Matt Holliday will dig in. He popped out his first time. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Here we go.
Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Lake is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 2-0. Junior Lake will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Left fielder, Junior Lake.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Jeff Samardzija will dig in. He singled his first time around. A fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. One and one.
That's the ball. 1-0.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Let's go.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Emilio Bonifacio will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And a good sinker there as it's bounced to third. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Ryan Sweeney will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
Definitely a steal situation here. When your leadoff guy gets on with 2 outs, I'd expect to see him go within the first few pitches.
Strike this guy out.
And here's a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Ellis. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Yadier Molina will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
In there, and it's even at one. Slider is right there, 83 on the gun. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lined hard to center field. In there, the base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. Johnny Peralta will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Let's go, Redbird.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
A runner at first with no outs here. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. On the ground towards second. A bare hand for one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Now batting, second baseman, Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis will try it again. He flew out his first time.
Let's win, Cardinals!
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Go, Cards, go!
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Alan Craig is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright.
pitch coming. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Trevor Rosenthal will get the call here as he'll start the sixth inning on the mound.
Trevor Rosenthal.
Starlin Castro will stand in now to lead off the sixth as the rain continues to fall here.
Starlin Castro.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far.
First baseman.
They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Anthony Rizzo will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Hot dog. Get your hot dog.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. A check of Castro, and now the pitch. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
Let's go, Cardinals.
In the dirt here. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
This may have something to do with the rain that's falling out there. It looked like he just lost his grip on the baseball, and they'll certainly rule that a wild pitch.
Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
Nate Scherholz will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez, it puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Now a look and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Gonna go.
Castro leads off second. The pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Yeah, just a little topper back to the mound. A good job to look the runner back and then throw on to first for the out.
Murphy.
Donnie Murphy will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And they start him with one high and away for ball one.
That was a strike.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Just get the out.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Oh, he waits back on the change there, and this is hit high and fairly deep out to left. And this one is over the wall, into the bullpen in left, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Wellington Castillo will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 4-0 Chicago. John Jay will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Center fielder, Sean Shea.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
But I think the heart of this system is right on top of us now because it's really coming down out there.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's a fair ball.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Matt Carpenter will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. Murphy is under it as he puts it away for out number one.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Michael Lee will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Jay not moving. Here comes the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
One on the way. A little bit outside. 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
You can do it.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Now a hot shot to the left side that carries over Castro at short. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with one man out.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Matt Adams will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. First and second now, one man out. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. You
know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, It always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Matt Holliday will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And Holliday will not offer it that one. It's a ball and a strike. Two men are on with 2 men out.
Here we go.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Jay leading off second, now the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Lance Lynn is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Lance Lynn.
Junior Lake will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the dropped third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Kind of a double-edged sword right there. He wants to bounce a curveball to get a swing through, and he gets it, but then he's got to worry about that ball maybe getting away. Fortunately, that's a nice play to keep it close and get the runner out at first.
Jeff Samardzija will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And that misses for ball 1.
All right, strike out here.
And he goes after a fastball, but pops it up back behind second base. And Peralta will put this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Emilio Bonifacio.
Emilio Bonifacio will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now some stirring in the Cardinal bullpen as the right-hander Jason Mott has begun throwing. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're in front 4-0. Yadier Molina will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Yeah, you wonder if they'll approach him a little differently now that he's 2 for 2 off him. They might not be so eager to go right after him.
Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. 3-0 now.
And a 3-0 count here to start the 7th has got to be a red flag.
That one's in there, 3-1. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
Coming down the middle.
Swing and a fly ball to straightaway left. Therefore, it is Lake, and he's got it for the first out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
So 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
All right, Peralta, let's go. Let's go, Peralta.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
One out, nobody on. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch. That's just a tough call to go against you.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Now batting, second baseman,
Mark Ellis will dig in. He doubled his last time. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. And Ellis looks at one that misses here, a ball and a strike.
You got to figure we'll start seeing a pretty heavy dose of that splitter. I mean, this is a situation that absolutely calls for it.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Runners on first with one down. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there as it falls. And he is in there.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives him a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Peter Borges will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 11, Peter Borges.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And the run is in from second as they're on the board for the first time, 4-1 now.
Well, he put up a string of zeros up until this point, but it looks like his shutout's not going to be in the cards as he gives up his first run here on the RBI double.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he'll signal for the bullpen. That's going to be it for Jeff Samardzija. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a
pitching for the
lefty
Chicago
waiting, they'll
Cubs,
go to a lefty of
number
their own out of
53,
the bullpen here.
Wesley Wright.
John Jay will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
That missed. Close. It's ball two.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Matt Carpenter, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, not totally sure if that was their intention, but hey, it's not the end of the world because now you give yourself some options all around the diamond.
Matt Carpenter to step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't gonna have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives them the lead here in the late going.
Carlos Villanueva will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Michael Lee will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. Now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, he'll at least get a fresh start.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hard hit towards center. And now he has some trouble with it in center. He'll get it into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
And if you're going to work away with a two-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Matt Adams will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Close to the bag at second there, now the pitch. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Now a pickoff play at second, back in standing. One out and a runner on second base. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And that misses 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Blake Parker will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 50, Blake Parker.
Matt Holliday will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Infield a double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. Right there for strike 1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And a double steal try here. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he just sneaks in there, and it's a double steal.
A better throw here might have gotten him at third, but you see it's high, and he's able to get into third on the front end of a double steal.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
This now is the 9th man to bat in the inning. He's going to make him throw him something here. 3-2 now.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And this is taken for a called third strike. So they go right at him with the base open, and it pays off. And now there are 2 gone in the inning.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Yadier Molina will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
James McDonald will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Johnny Peralta will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. Bonifacio is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 5-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jason Mott is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Tony Cruz will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ryan Sweeney will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Center fielder, Ryan Sweeney.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Jay is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th. And in a 5-4 game, let's give you a look at the starter comparison to see how these two guys stack up against one another. Starlin Castro will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. In there, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Ready on 2-1. Here's Ellis at second base. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. A look there at our line score as we play the 8th inning here at Busch. Cardinals out in front as they look to try and hang on in front of the home crowd. Anthony Rizzo will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. First pitch to him. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And Holiday will make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Mark Ellis will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Second baseman, Mark Ellis.
First pitch coming. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this ball will be chopped foul. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Tony Cruz will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Come on, Tony.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Come on. Let's get it control.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Fouled back. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
John Jay will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they'd go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Hit softly on the line out towards second. Here's Castro for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Matt Carpenter will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Now the first pitch. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. And Shearholtz will make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They lead it 5-4. Seth Hargrove is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 65, Seth Hargrove.
Nate Shearholtz will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Right fielder, Nate Shearholtz.
Line to the right side, but foul.
Foul ball.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Donnie Murphy will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Outside, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, as a closer, you don't want to walk anybody, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. So with 1 away, that gives these guys renewed hope.
Gerald Vaughn will come on now as he'll try to record the final 2 outs here.
Gerald Vaughn.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Wellington Castillo will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1. And this is fouled straight back.
Come on, let's get the grab ball.
0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. Lee will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
You know what? I think he's got the right idea here with 2 strikes. All he's trying to do is shorten up and drive the ball the other way. But he didn't square it up quite the way he'd like to, and he just lofts it into the outfield for an easy out.
Junior Lake will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Lays off 1-0. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
Ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one. And guys, I think we can all agree that this fella right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 5-4. So long from St. Louis.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely.